I'm Carson.
And I'm Jack.
And this is Dweeb Wars. Every week, we help a nerdy expert solve one of life's greatest dweeby mysteries.
Whoever wins the most debates by the end of the season becomes the Head
Dweeb.
Today's debate:
which Mario Kart character is the most likely to get a DUI?
Good question.
It's a perfect question.
We got you covered.
We are going to help you out.
Yeah.
Hey! Jack! Are you ready to fight?
Oh! Hey everyone, and welcome back to Dweeb Wars.
Everyone, welcome back to Dweeb Wars. We have been at peace a little too long. It's time for us to fight once again.
Yes, and we're getting to the end of our season here. This is the second to last episode.
And this could determine the winner.
Whoever becomes the head dweeb in charge is able to ask something of the other person. A gift, a task, what have you.
I don't know if you've thought about if it happens for you.
Like when we were on The Amazing Race and it hadn't started yet, and in my head I was like, surely we can't win. You know what I mean? I'm like kind of coming from that right now, being surely it's not going to be me.
We got to see what occurs first. Yeah. Before we go, also, you might have seen, we might have posted a video recently about me and Jack are making a game.
Yes, we are attempting.
We're making a board game
right now.
So follow us along. We have a whole vlog series, or it's coming at us. Yeah. One video is out.
First episode is out, and follow our journey of trying to make a game together. All of the trials and tribulations.
It's been fun to be out of the studio, sort of in the world, seeing us, in our natural environment. Like,
not that this is. Not that I feel, out of place in here.
Part of this is unnatural. For those of you who are listening on audio, I am wearing a Shy Guy sort of headpiece, and Jack is reusing an old headpiece of ours.
Yes, I am a Nintendo Switch controller.
We are going to bring in our special guest to judge this episode of Dweeb Wars.
Will!
Woohoo! Okay. Will, or should I say... Wow! Oh my God. It is crazy because when I came to New York, you were the first sort of Mario Kart tournament that I had in the city.
Mario Kart, right?
Yes, it was.
Was it a Mario Kart?
It was Mario Kart.
Yes.
That is so... I totally forgot about that aspect. To me, it was so about your skill in Mario Kart that I forgot we were drinking tall boys.
Like, that was only
right.
for,
oh my God, I
for
forgot
pre-gaming.
about that.
Not only that, Will might be, I feel like, the biggest fan of Dweeb Wars maybe on Earth. I feel like every time we see you,
you're like, well,
it's
I've been watching.
Well, I need to.
I've been tuning in.
Watching. I want to do XYZ. Is Will the first straight man we've ever had on our show?
DJ Gene Juilliard Jochy Jr.
I thought he was bisexual.
Okay,
anyway. Regardless, I'm so happy to have you here today.
I'm so happy to be here.
Would you be so kind as to ask the question, and then maybe we can dive into our little bit of
history,
Mario Kart,
things like that. Yeah.
Well, the question that's been on my mind as you were getting at, Carson, with my history with the sport of Mario Kart is which Mario Kart character is the most likely to get a DUI?
It's a perfect question, especially with the arrival of Mario Kart World just recently. The world is talking about it. New characters, new drivers on the road. We need to make sure that it's safe out there,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in this case, we are the traffic control, the highway patrol.
I think so. Yeah.
Highway patrol.
Whoop. Yeah.
It's come from such humble roots, right? I feel like there used to be so few characters, and now it's unbelievable.
I had to go back and remind myself of the full roster even for 8.
Right. Yeah. When did you start playing Mario Kart? What's your history with Mario Kart?
Mom was one of those parents who didn't want any video game systems in the house.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I know. But when we would go to New Jersey to visit my dad's mom, my dad's parents.
Marathon incoming.
Yeah. My uncle had left his GameCube, and I would play Double Dash just religiously. I would play it until my eyes closed. Until dawn.
Well, it being left there too is it feels like a relic. It feels like a Jumanji situation where you dust off sort of the GameCube, and
there's the meme that gay people can't drive. Do you think gay people also can't play Mario Kart well?
Ooh.
Discuss.
I don't know. I know.
I'm not very good at Mario Kart, and I'm gay. I'll come forward and say that.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
good.
I remember
But
that.
you're not as good as Eric.
I got to the finale.
100%.
But you're not as good as Eric.
The finale.
Our straight
What
friend.
would that be called? The grand finale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as good as Eric.
Who is straight.
Who is straight.
Makes you think. And were you as good as Will? Who is
No.
also
He blew us all out of the water.
This is a matter of hours.
Or is it a matter of sexuality?
It could be.
Leave it to the comments.
It couldn't be. But enough of all that.
Okay.
Let's get into my picks.
3, 2, 1.
Also, we should note,
What?
there is an article out there
Yeah.
that has that poses the same question.
We thought about this question and then we found this article
Yes,
that you sent this article. We haven't
wanted
read
to
it.
make sure that no one had done this idea before, and of course they had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we didn't read it, but shout out to that article,
Yeah.
which I can put in the description.
It also doesn't include all of the Mario Kart World characters, which
Very
I think
true.
I talk a lot about in my presentation. So
That I'm very
perhaps
excited
perhaps
about.
it's a level up
Yeah.
of
Hey,
the article. Who knows?
one up.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Which Mario Kart character would get a DUI? With the introduction of so many characters with Mario Kart World, there are millions of options to choose from.
Millions?
But there's a lot of options to choose from in terms of who would be the least responsible with their alcohol consumption and operating a motor vehicle. We need to evaluate this on a spectrum of alcohol tolerance, driving experience, and rule breaker attitude.
Okay.
The potential offenders. Vampire Waluigi.
Vampire.
Somehow I knew this character was going to come up. This specific outfit.
No, the
Right.
aura is giving DUI.
Yes.
There's some debate regarding drunkenness in vampires. There are people who think that vampires get drunk on sucking blood, which is what they need to do to stay alive. So if Vampire Waluigi is a vampire, as it
Say
suggests,
that 3 times fast.
if Vampire Waluigi is a vampire, he must drink blood, therefore he must get drunk, and he is driving.
Yep.
So there's that. I also did some more research on vampires. Could a vampire get drunk? I'm not entirely sure how alcohol makes one inebriated. Does anyone know how it works, please? Someone
Standard.
responded to this and said, of course we will.
Oh.
We are alive. We just need some blood to stay alive. Also, we love parties. Often alcohol makes it easier to bite people. Actually, I'm not sure if alcohol makes us drunk or the blood. So it seems like this vampire who's responded in the comments is not sure themselves
Inconclusive.
what
Wait.
the answer is.
That's crazy. Are they drunk all the time or are they not?
Exactly. Inconclusive.
Yeah,
He
can't
is
confirm.
high on alcohol intolerance because he's always getting, drunk. Rule breaker attitude is high as well. Vampires need to have high rule breaker attitude. They're killing people all the time. But the thing is that Waluigi is an old character in Mario Kart, and I think that he's had a lot of driving experience. So I actually don't think he would be super inept on the track.
Here's a question. So the different outfits for the characters in World, are they distinct characters or are they just Waluigi's with a cape?
It's a really
good question.
It's a really, really good question. To me, it's about timeline. It's that he has the essential bits of Waluigi to him, but it's a timeline of Waluigi where he became a vampire.
Absolutely. Okay.
So now he has the attributes of vampire, but he retains
Right.
Waluigi at his core.
Right.
Next, we have aristocrat Yoshi.
Oh my God.
Look at this motherfucker.
This has not come across my radar at all.
Now look at him standing there on that car as other people are passing him. He's standing on business. You don't understand. Here's the thing about Aristocrat Yoshi. I'm not going to spend too much time on him because at the end of the day, I started to do some research on Aristocrat Yoshi, and I actually decided that he would not be arrested. He may be pulled over for a DUI, but he's going to bribe the officers and he's going to get a private heli back home.
100%.
There is no way he's going to jail. He's being
Getting convicted.
booked.
Yeah.
He's being convicted for a DUI. There's just no way.
But I'm also like, does he have a driver? Is he that rich
That's
that he has
true.
a driver?
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
Although
Like,
in the picture evidence,
look like him.
It does look like he's driving, although
You're right.
he's not touching the wheel.
Someone of that level of privilege is used to just taking the wheel when and if,
Right.
even if it's inappropriate, they
Right.
want to.
That's right. That's right. It could
a joyride.
I also
Exactly,
can't rule
exactly.
out that he's driving. It's a Waymo.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't have hands on the
That's a
wheel.
really
He-
interesting
you know,
point. Yeah.
who knows? I think that again, it's too much in the muddy waters for me to choose Aristocrat
Completely.
Yoshi.
Because this is an important distinction. It's not about who would get pulled over. It's about who gets thrown in jail
Booked.
for this DUI.
Who gets
It's on your
Convicted.
record.
I mean, yeah.
It's on your record.
100%.
Next, Peach and Bowser. Both Peach and Bowser are actually shown drinking alcohol and getting drunk in Mario Kart.
Scandalous.
In Super Mario Kart in Japan, before it was edited out for the US version, the winners cheer with champagne. Only Bowser and Peach get drunk when they drink it. You can see Bowser is slobbering all over the track, and Peach gets all red in the face and is like wobbling.
Does make you think.
It's some really hard evidence that Peach and Bowser, they partake.
They partake.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
But here's something else I was thinking about. The only time they are shown drinking is after the game, which is part of regulation on the podium. Once they've won,
absolutely,
they can partake.
Right.
I have no reason to believe that Peach or Bowser would actually drink before they get into the car.
Really interesting.
Next, Road Ruffians Waluigi and Wario. These two are based on quintessential biker gangs, which are associated with both driving and drinking. Now, biker gangs or motorcycle clubs, they use these bars as meeting places for a variety of reasons. Social hubs, business, territorial presence, security. But here's some dash cam footage of them actually taking a break from driving to go drink. I found this really incriminating evidence.
Oh, wow.
Beer! Oh, I think on my driver's license it says...
I want to drink beer. Cheers.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
I have to shout out this video that I found, which I believe is a channel called Awesome Mario Kart or something like that, or Awesome Mario Facts.
Yes.
On top of that, in the 1998 platform game Wario Land 2 on the Game Boy, Wario actually does get drunk from a beer-stained penguin slinging booze at him, and he has to get water to become sober again. These are the reasons why I'm like, okay, he's associated with drinking. However, the thing is, in this, it says Wario Land drunk power-up. That actually he does become more powerful when he is drinking. Okay. And although I don't recommend that for anybody getting into a car, I do think it might be a consideration when we talk about Wario and Waluigi. But when we talk about the newbies, I'm finally at my one choice. The DUI permanently on his record, Mumu Cow.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, I'm very curious to hear the argument for this.
Let's talk about cow metabolism. Cows metabolize alcohol terribly. Even sips from fermented corn get them, quote unquote, seriously drunk. And all of these people who own cows say that the cows flock to the fermented corn. They love to get drunk. This is somebody named Brenda, one of the people I was looking at who had a firsthand account, talking about they had an upright silo. The cows loved to gather around and lick the seepage from the fermenting corn. They would get seriously drunk, and she said they are big animals, and this is seepage, not flow. So, although she does say they probably would be okay to drive, she writes, but...
She does?
Yes, yeah, they probably would be okay to drive, but that's only with seepage. They are being penned in on this farm, only allowed access to just the seepage runoff of this tiny fermented corn facility. When we talk about Mumu Cow being let off into the world, given the same rights and responsibilities as all of these other characters, I'm not sure I trust Mumu Cow to not partake in a huge pint. That's not just fermented corn. That is a alcoholic beverage. I also did some research on the mammals whose diets generally lack fruit or nectar, such as cows, horses, and elephants. They have poor alcohol metabolizers because they have lost their functioning version of ADH7. The odds are stacked against him. This cow is getting drunk. Furthermore, there is no way that this cow knows the rules of the road, even if he could hold his alcohol. In every single game, we see the Mumu cows wandering aimlessly into the street, unaware that cars are going to kill them. In contrast to maybe Road Ruffian, Wario, and Waluigi, who may be drunk but know instinctively how to drive, we see instances where Mumu Cow seems to be an idiot. So, boom.
The evidence is there.
Yes. On top of that, we can trace Mumu Cow's birthplace to Mumu Meadows, which is set in the U.S. The blood alcohol content for a DUI in the U.S. is higher than almost anywhere at 0.08%. Many of these characters and locations seem to come from either Europe, which is 0.05, or Japan, 0.03 for a DUI. If Mumu Cow's drinking and driving habit began in the place he learned to drive, he would be accustomed to being able to drink more and getting away with it. But Cow, you're in the International Grand Prix now. That's not going to fly. You're flying all over the world to all of these different continents, all these different racetracks, and he thinks he can go grab a pint before the race. It's going to be a serious offense there.
Oh, yeah.
But
Now,
Cow.
here is some evidence of the culprit. Here's a video of a drunk cow that looks eerily similar to Mumu.
Oh,
Poop. Shit. Now,
Wow.
you see firsthand what Mumu's capable of. Being drunk in front of the people,
Being piss
shitting
and shit drunk.
everywhere.
Yep.
poo-poo
Wow.
cow.
Poo-poo cow.
Cow.
His alcohol intolerance is off the charts. We know that about cows. His driving ineptitude. He's a new player on the track, and we've seen him be an idiot on the road. And he clearly has his rule breaker attitude. He is walking in the streets. He's getting drunk in front of the people. He's shitting and pooping and farting everywhere. That is not. I want my players to be more responsible than that.
Yeah. Drivers on the road.
So in conclusion, Mumu Cow is a danger to all on the road, and he must be stopped. With a body that metabolizes alcohol terribly, clear indication of not understanding the rules of the road, no experience with international drinking laws, and being part of a species that has been known to enjoy the state of drinking and pooping everywhere, Mumu Cow needs to see the red and green flashing lights in the rear view. Let's get this cow off the road.
Wow.
Wow.
That's my prize.
Red and green flashing lights? Blue.
Clearly, I've never been pulled over. Christmas is coming.
That was fantastic.
That was.
you,
I'm so
Jack.
impressed. It was a character that obviously because
Is
of
in the
all
zeitgeist,
all the
yeah.
buzz that it's getting
Yeah.
for being in World, I was thinking about, and I wasn't immediately thinking of it as a top contender for this, but
Well-
I'm very convinced so
Well,
far.
the thing is, I didn't either. Because everyone's talking about Mumu Cow, I was like, I have to do some research on whether he'd be an option, but I'm just like, I don't think it would be the case. I did research cows expecting like, oh, they're so huge. They're going to be able to take their alcohol so well.
Yeah,
and
I did not know that. about
imagine the
cows.
shock when I was like, actually, it is completely the opposite. It's opposite. These cows are drunk all the time.
Wow.
All right, here's the thing. Which Mario Kart character has a DUI? So I'm going a little bit off. Not would be. It's
Oh, interesting.
My
It's
pitch
in the
is-
record.
recorded.
Okay, talk to
And
me.
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
It's a big pitch. But
Okay, talk to me.
factors that increase DUI likelihood. Let's talk about weight. Smaller characters are likely to reach the legal limit more quickly. You have characters in Mario Kart that likely are even below 100 pounds, which is the lowest here, which means that even one drink could send them over the edge.
Yeah, wow.
Now, as Carson displayed, this may not be true for cows.
Yes.
But I'm speaking of other species here.
Yes.
Here are all of the characters from Mario Kart Deluxe 8 that are ranked in order of weight and their car's weight as well. Medium, cruiser, heavy, and very heavy characters, which are all on that side, would have to ingest a significant higher amount of alcohol to blow past the legal limit. Characters on the left side of the chart, in my opinion, would blow the limit way faster. So
Okay.
I, in fact, sort of started there. Next, I want to talk about age. More DUIs are by people 24 and under than any other age bracket. Young drivers are significantly more likely to drink and drive. So over 25% of DUIs are from people only from age 21 to 24, which is only 4 ages.
Oh my God.
Even more than people from 24 to 34, which is 10 ages.
Yeah,
So,
wow.
and then also, if you're under 21, due to zero tolerance policies, even a 0.01 blood alcohol content, you will get a DUI.
You're talking about the babies?
I'm talking about anyone under 21.
Oh my
So-
God, I'm ready for the babies.
So, this is equivalent to even less than 1 can of beer could get you a DUI if you're under 21.
Okay.
Now I want to talk about gender.
Okay.
So, based on the FBI's studies from 2019, 3/4 of DUI receivers are men. Men are 3 times more likely to receive a DUI than women. You know, these girls are probably safer drivers, not driving under the influence. You know, we've got these girls, we've got Inkling Girl, Villager, Toadette, Isabel, all the girls. Now I want to talk about some factors that make someone immune from DUIs, in my opinion.
Okay.
Dead girls.
Yeah.
And dead boys.
Yeah.
Being dead, you can't really blow on the breathalyzer because you have no lungs. Also, if you have no blood, they can't do a blood test. So really, there's no way for you to get a DUI. They can't even
vampire.
check. Vampire. That's a great. Although, do vampires have blood?
Yeah, it's up for debate. Different types of vampires.
People who are made of metal. So we have ROB. We have the Metal Peach, Metal Mario. You know, blah blah blah. Now, I also wanted to think about babies. Babies are also immune to DUIs because although they are small, I don't believe a baby could get a DUI charge. They're more likely to go after their guardians for neglect and for child endangerment rather than the actual baby because the baby can't like make proper decisions. Totally. So I actually think that also takes away babies from the conversation. Yeah. Who do I have suspicion about? Okay. That leaves men, youths, and lightweight or skinny people like Mariah Carey. Diddy Kong has a DUI.
Wow.
Okay, talk to me.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Number one, he's male. He's 3 times more likely to get a DUI. Number 2, he's a youth. So any blood alcohol content over a flat 0 will result in a DUI. So if he has half a drink, he's going to get there. 3, he's also a lightweight, meaning alcohol will affect him more. But Diddy Kong has access to bananas, which can be used to create alcohol like banana wine. And interestingly, banana peels are everywhere in Mario Kart. Now, why would that be? Banana wine is only made using the flesh of the banana, but not the peels. So I do believe that he also is capable of making alcohol, but there is more.
A mobile brewing.
Perhaps constantly making it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think
the wheels churn the machine.
He's actually in on it. Lastly, and I think perhaps most incriminatingly, he is absent from Mario Kart World. I believe he got a DUI and his license was revoked. This is why, as a popular character in previous Mario Kart titles, he is no longer in Mario Kart World. As someone who's under 21, if you get pulled over and you have been drinking up even half a drink, your license is automatically revoked for at least 6 months and potentially as many years until you're 21. So if you get it at 15, you could have your license revoked for 6 years. Ultimately, I do think it's very suspicious that they took out his character, and I do believe the only plausible reason is maybe because he actually already got a DUI. Maybe in something like Mario Kart.
Interesting.
And that's where I end my case. I do believe that his license has been revoked, which means that he has for sure been not only pulled over, but convicted.
This is compelling because I'm now remembering all the discourse when World came out of not seeing Diddy, and Nintendo is mum on the subject.
Yeah, no one had any answers.
They don't really doesn't want to broach the subject.
They don't really want to out that one of their characters has this charge.
A problem. Yes.
Wow.
Damn. So, to me, that's where my head went.
Really interesting.
Was why can he not drive anymore?
Wow.
Jack, that's genius.
I mean but I'm very compelled by both of these right now.
Interestingly, we went on a different way. I feel like you went, the new characters in World, and I went who couldn't make it in the World, right?
Yeah,
we both have these sort of opposite opinions on,
they're
less
also
experienced.
They're also both
not allowed.
Yeah. They're also both rooted in these like real world sort of situations. His disappearance and the cow metabolism. Now, Will, anybody coming to mind for you? No worries if you don't have anybody.
No. So I had tried to start putting, some characters to a list to see who I thought was really going to come up on this topic. I will say as well, one thing that I wasn't sure if it was going to come up or not are non-alcohol related DUIs.
Oh,
smoking,
weed,
drugs. Other drugs.
I was thinking about Toad. Is he always on shrooms?
Was thinking about that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Also,
or like cocaine.
Yeah. Well, I think some of the really it was only based off of the fact that I went through the roster and saw all of the Bowser kids and
oh my God, Wendy is smoking crack.
Lemmy, Larry, and Iggy are on speed. They're on speed.
Yes.
Who's to say if they're going to get pulled over for that?
Yes.
But let's see. I think one other one that I thought was pretty compelling that I didn't think about, Rosalina getting pulled over for being on a bunch of ecstasy.
Oh my God, she's floating. She's literally floating.
She's floating. She's got the star on her cart,
true.
which I saw somewhere on the internet somebody was equating like the star to possibly being on like psychedelics.
Yeah.
She's just giving kind of like, you know, electric zoo girly.
Yes, she is.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
A mobile, Lollapalooza. Yeah.
Very
Electric
much so.
Zoo. More.
I guess this is, you know, unfair of me, but in the same way as Cow having quite a large like mouth, being able to take in a lot of liquor,
Yeah.
I did think of Birdo. And was like,
Birdo. And the thing
Yes.
is, we have no idea what the metabolism is on that.
certainly.
No, but she is a woman. Less likely to get a DUI than a man.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking of as well?
Yeah.
Think about the big cactus tower, spiky thing. Does
That
it
might kill it.
retain
That might kill it, though.
beer
yeah.
in itself?
Wow, that's a really good question, too.
There's a lot to consider.
Much to consider, but the choices placed in front of me, I'm very compelled by Diddy's being left out of World. I think that's really a sure sign, and Nintendo's silence on the topic. I
It's
mean,
very strange.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But also Cow. I don't know. There's also something about Cow being catapulted into the limelight with World, where how would it handle the
ready.
pressures
He's under pressure. Right.
of stardom?
Hitting the
Right.
pub.
Really interesting.
I think I am crowning the dweeb for this topic to Jack.
Okay, thank God we're
all
all tied
tied
up
up.
now.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow,
This means
okay.
that next episode is the decision maker for girl.
What?
You need to send these controllers to Nintendo.
Oh, sorry.
Stick drift.
Yeah. Wow. Well, it was interesting. I didn't want to bring it up last minute too because I obviously I didn't want to sway you over to him, but also the pressures of being a nepo.
True.
You saying, of course, Diddy is
Right.
gonna maybe
Yeah.
hit. I mean, not of course, but potentially a reason why
Perhaps.
Diddy's hitting the bottle is like.
Wow.
Can
The
he keep up
pressures-
with Donkey?
I know
Yeah.
Donkey is
Donkey
like.
in the prime, you know, like new title for the new console.
I know,
slot.
I know,
Bonanza.
exactly.
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
know.
I think
His
there's a
dad
lot
is
there.
still on the rise, and,
Yeah.
and Diddy's getting a DUI.
Look, I'll say this.
And there's the real life connotations of the name Diddy.
Yes.
Do you think that has a reason why they didn't put him in the game?
Another person we didn't talk about, the
Interesting.
influence of Funky Kong. Funky Kong is definitely... Funky Kong was teaching Diddy to drink
Oh,
at a
of
young age.
course, of course.
He was
Funky
on Quaaludes.
Kong.
Quaaludes.
Yep.
Wow.
Thank you. I needed this.
I
This
know.
only leaves one more episode to determine who is the head dweeb in charge.
Yes, I know. It's so crazy.
I'll be watching the finale.
I
can't
know.
wait.
Oh my God. Maybe, you know what we should do? So when the head dweeb in charge is determined, we are going to request something of the other person. They have to come
right.
through with it. I'm wondering if we should invite all of our guests from the entire season to come participate in whatever that is.
Oh my
like,
God.
Interesting.
some sort of ceremony, almost like in Mario Kart at the end, you know, where everyone's like,
Right. Clapping.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
But until then, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you both
and-
so much for having me. This is a dream come true.
Oh
I'm
my
so
God.
happy.
I mean, of
We are honored.
course.
We are honored. Thank you all for watching.
Yes, thank you all for watching.
I know you're on the edge of your seat. Are you hashtag Team Carson or hashtag Team Jack?
True.
Anything you'd like to share?
Yeah.
Any projects? Your band, perhaps?
Oh my
Oh,
God, yeah, shout them out.
Sure. I have a band called Docents. We just put out some songs not too long ago. Other than that, I don't know. I'm always working on audio stuff. If anybody has any like audio related projects that they need mixing work on, I'm here.
Yes, reach out for the audio needs. Go listen to Docents. Perhaps we can play it in the
yeah,
the send off
outro.
of the outro.
Wow.
On that note, we will see you next time for the grand finale of season 1 of Dweeb Wars. Goodbye.
Bye.